All right, welcome back. Tonight in sports, we're taking a look at the college football playoff. 4 teams, 1 goal, 1 champion. And in a minute, I'll give my predictions on what will happen this coming Saturday. This year's crop may have been the most uncontroversial since the CFP began back in 2014. 3 undefeated teams remain. Number 1, LSU, number 2, Ohio State, and number 3, Clemson. Number 4, Oklahoma has 1 loss coming into Saturday's game versus LSU. The first game, Saturday, kicking off at 3 p.m. Central Time. Number 1, LSU, and number 4, Oklahoma. The story here, the quarterbacks, 2 transfers. 5th-year seniors Jalen Hurts for Oklahoma, already a national champion during his time at Alabama, and Joe Burrow, this year's Heisman winner after transferring from Ohio State 2 years ago. Burrow says winning the Heisman was great, but he's here for some more hardware.
I want to win a national title. That's always been my drive since I was a sophomore in high school. I never dreamed of, when I envisioned myself growing up being a football player, it wasn't in the NFL. It was playing on January 13th in a dome somewhere for the national title.
LSU comes into this one as 13.5-point favorites. That's almost 2 touchdowns. Both of these teams known for explosive offense and fast defenses that have been exposed at times throughout the year. Then, the defending champion Clemson Tigers take on the Buckeyes from Ohio State in the primetime matchup on Saturday. Number 2, OSU, coming off 3 straight wins versus top 15 teams, including the Big Ten championship when they outscored Wisconsin 27-0 in the second half. Clemson flying under the radar most of this year, even though they are the reigning champs, mostly due to a weak schedule and a weak conference. But both of these teams poised for the playoff, showing respect for each other.
They're good at every part on defense, and especially their D-line. Obviously, everyone talks about their D-line, and not even just Chase Young. All those other guys they have up front, number 11, Tyreek Smith, and a lot of other guys, too, that they have. They're pretty deep up front. There's not really a weak link, so that's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I feel like even when he does, get pressured or he might get sacked, he comes back and makes a real good play. That's just somebody we're going to have to get after. Hopefully, we can get him a little nervous back there.
The Buckeyes highly regarded as the most complete team on offense and defense with 3 top-type finishers in the Heisman race this year, but Clemson has proven that they can get it done in the past and head into this one as the 2.5-point favorite. So let's get down to it. Who will win this weekend and square off in the national championship January 13th in New Orleans? Well, I've got LSU in game 1. Now, Joe Burrow and that high-powered offense will be too much for Alabama's hit-or-miss defense to handle that has been exposed throughout the season. And in game 2, of course, I'm going with my alma mater, go Bucks. I believe the Ohio State Buckeyes defense will make some big plays in the second half. And watch out for DBs Jeff Okudah and Jordan Fuller. That will set up a monster game between OSU and LSU for the title. But we will see what happens. We'll be right back with a final look at your Christmas forecast.